nangyari nga po kahapon na medyo marami pong inaresto, medyo nagkagulo. Ano po sir yung guidance na binigay po ng DOJ tungkol dito?
Unang-una, we alerted the SWD about the presence of minors. Kasi nga, under the law, we cannot try them as adults. And we have to determine many things. And the protection of the DSWD is always important in treating such suspects. Kaya, yun, inaano pa namin ngayon. We're still collating the findings of the different police stations that are involved in the apprehension of these people.
Pero,
ilan ba yun? Mahigit 70 ba?
Sir, mahigit 200 po yung...
200,
Apa. Sir, pero maski po menor de edad, sila po ay mahahawak.
Well, if they acted with discernment, that's the issue here. Kasi if they're above a certain age yan, they can already be, they can actually face the music. Many of them can actually face the music already. Ang pinag-awayan naman dyan, yung statutory age, when discernment is not yet presumed from a person. And that is 14 years old.
Opo. Sir, medyo marami din daw yung 14. Parang meron...
Well, yun nga. That's why we're very careful about it. We're asking the DSWD to make sure that the police to make sure that the DSWD is there when we start filing cases against them.
Opo.
And to have case studies on these young people.
Opo. Sir, ano po yung mensahe niyo po dun sa mga magulang? Kasi malaki din po yung factor nila dito.
Ano po yan kailangan bigyan ng guidance itong mga anak niyo. Na hindi ko basta-bastang mananakit tayo ng alagad ng batas, maninira tayo ng property ng gobyerno, at masama tayo sa ganitong mga gawain na hindi ka nais-nais at hindi mabuti sa ating lipunan. Kaya sana pangalagaan ng mga magulang at gawan na lang ng make it their personal responsibility to educate their children also on these values.
Sir, nalaman na ba if they were acting individually or as a group or
meron kaming trace na thread sa social media. We're asking some of our people to trace the threads in social media kasi meron silang identified na thread that involved the wearing of black t-shirts and wearing of masks and other things that coincided with the behavior of these young people. Para may threads sa social media na pinag-aaralan niya.
Sir,
may taong nasa likod or
we're looking at that also. We're looking at that. Alam mo naman, yung ganito kasi very similar yung nangyari sa Nepal. Ganyan. Mga kabataan ng hinimok. At nagkaroon sila ng ganyang klaseng pagkilos. Kaya doon tayo, yun ang pinag-iingatan natin.
Sir, si Mayor Isko is saying na meron daw silang nakikitang isang dating politiko, isang abogado, isang Filipino-Chinese. Ito po ba ay iniimbestigahan na? Meron po ba kayong impormasyon tungkol dito?
Kasi we had people in the field at that time. May mga tao kami sa field. Of course, undercover. Observing everything. Kaya, pag-aralan natin ang gusto. Kasi when we're talking about minors, siyempre may protection ng state yan. They're considered guards of the state. Ayaw natin silang i-treat as hardened people kagad. Dapat bigyan muna ng pag-unawa ang sitwasyon bago tayo mag-proceed with the cases against them.
Sir, before po ba nung mga rally, meron na tayong naririnig, may impormasyon po ba tayo, intel about yung ganito pong klaseng mga manggulo?
Ano yan, we were looking at yung Indonesia sa Indonesia at sa Nepal. Kaya yung social media thread, tinitrace na ng ating mga IT people. The people involved in IT, even the ICT actually is helping us with this. Sila talaga ang nagsimula ng tracing itong mga thread na to. Kaya we're still looking into it. We will get a report from them also.
At this point ba, sir, masasabing kumbaga may legitimate na protest na sila na from within or parang mas naudyokan ba
We
sila?
don't mind the protest there. Protest is a constitutionally guaranteed right. Ang problema, pag violence na. wala na kasing justification for violence. I don't think anybody can justify violence and the destruction of property and going against law enforcement agents. Kita nyo naman ang na-injure kahapon, 70 policemen. 70 policemen sustained cuts, bruises, bumps. Although walang serious injury naman sana, ay makikita nyo talaga yung maximum tolerance. Kaya nga, ano sila rito? Sila ang bayani kahapon, mga polis natin. Hindi sila gumante. Talagang nagtiis sila. Pinagtiisan nila as part of the work na talagang maximum tolerance.
Sir, other topic. This morning po nakausap niyo raw po si Senate President Tito Sen and si Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Ping Lacson.
I was in the Senate this morning. I spoke to them. And I will be in the hearing tomorrow at 9 o'clock. That's our agreement because it's something to watch tomorrow. It's something that we will have to see.
Sir, may clue po ba tayo dun sa...
Okay, I cannot... I have to respect the work of the Senate and the work of the Blue Ribbon Committee. It's up to them to reveal this. But we have agreed on certain parameters on how to proceed with many of the cases.
Pero sir, it's big enough to warrant na personally a-appear din kayo ron.
I was there the other day.
Yes, sir.
Punta rin ako doon, sumunod ako. And yun nga, I will be there at 9 o'clock. Very early at the morning. First thing, I'll be one of the first people to arrive.
Sir, napag-usapan din po ba sir yung evaluation ng ibang mga under contempt and yung under protective custody nila for WPP?
Of course. Pero one by one yan eh. Kasi we have to treat each witness individually in accordance with the information that they may reveal and the information they may have. Kaya isa-isa lang yan. We had to discuss 1 or 2 witnesses earlier. And maybe 3 witnesses we discussed. Pero wala pa tayong contemplated action, although there are possibilities of what we will do, what their roles will be. It was being discussed. And we will have to evaluate based on the statements to be made tomorrow.
Sir, with the ICI, kayo po ba ay makikipag-usap?
Yes, I sent Assistant Secretary Clavano already to the ICI this morning. And I think I can see them on Wednesday. Kasi I expect a full day tomorrow based on what I anticipate in the Senate.